Sauron gathers power. His malice inflames those who follow him. To the north, he sends Agandaur, cruel master of dark sorceries, to crush all who would dare oppose him. Against this rising shadow stand those who do not seek glory, who do not seek power. Those who fight to stem the onslaught. To protect their people, their lands, and all of Middle-earth. Three bright flames of courage to challenge the darkness. An ancient evil has arisen from the shadows. Sauron gathers power. His malice inflames those who follow him. To the north, he sends Agandaur, cruel master of dark sorceries, to crush all who would dare oppose him. Against this rising shadow stand those who do not seek glory, who do not seek power. Those who fight to stem the onslaught. To protect their people, their lands, and all of Middle-earth. Three bright flames of courage to challenge the darkness.
Lovely. Lord of the Rings, War in the North. And that is what we will be playing today. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to jump right into this. I need some mid-afternoon hack and slash. I didn't want to wait till Thursday because I'm having some really hardcore nostalgia for this game. I'm also feeling really sad because I missed Mario Day. I mean, I'm happy with how things went. I had, plans come up that day, and I had a wonderful day, but I am feeling a little down about missing the Mario Day stream, so I'm just going to be hacking and slashing my way through War in the North, and I hope you all will join me. So without further ado, let's sit back, relax, pop the tab on our preferred beverage. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cool cats, theys, thems, and dumb dogs. Welcome to twitch.tv/ThiccDG, broadcasting to you live from the Columbus, Ohio. Got a great show. Let's just jump right into War in the North. And take a little sippy sip while you're at it. All right, let's watch this opening animation multiple times. Okay, so one thing... Oh, boy. Yeah, that's nostalgia, if I've ever seen it. I forget if I was on the hard drive or the cloud. Shit. We'll find out, I guess. We're gonna go cloud. Cool. We'll do Farin, Champion of Erebor. Oh, I must have been on the hard drive. There we go. Chapter 1, Part 22. Level 9. Yeah, that looks about right. Race human. We're going to change that. We're going to play as Farin just because Eridan is so disappointing as a character. But yeah, we're going to switch back to Farin, and I think I'm going to sword and board Farin just because I like his sword and board animations and stuff. But if we find a cool two-handed sword, you never know. It might be something cool. One thing we did figure out... Oh, yes, visit warinthenorth.com if you have any questions. One thing we did figure out about this game last week is that there is a very, very, very big exploit slash glitch that even here in 2025 has not been... Oh boy, we're starting here, are we? Woo! Look how many arrows he has sticking out of him. Woo! Oh! How do we... There it is. Oh. Hey, check it out, a healing shield. What a well-timed thing. Ooh, loot! See, everybody else can fight. I've done enough damage, you know. I'll chill back here. Got another health potion. Look out, Eridan. Uh-oh. I guess she needed our help. Man, these guys are hard to kill. Stupid buff. And we got hit. Tharzog. Woo! Running out of health potions. We only have 16 left. How do I block again? Oh, yeah. Well, that's good to know. you! Oh, help. Oh! Got him. I'm like, we're close. We're so close. That should be pretty easy.
Don't leave us just yet, Lord Master. We have need of you.
There's the voice acting. Yes.
Quickly, we must follow after Eladan and Elvira. They may need our aid.
I'm sure they do, but let's make sure we have all the loot we need first. Got the loot pile. Ooh, we have many points to level up. No wonder we were so weak. Dexterity. Let's see. War Cry. We have 4 skill points left. The range and damage of sweeping attack, Earth Shaker. Oh, we want that temporary health regeneration, passive health. To follow sweeping attack with a continuous flurry of quick area attacks. Requires a sword. Devastating area of effect strike. Yeah, let's increase that. That'll be good. Ranger only. That's right, we have a bunch of Ranger only gear. $45, $56. Ranger only. We $44. Slave driver's cleaver, Jesus. $33.57. We'll take 7 less damage for 20 more health, I think. Yeah. I think we will. We should have done this mid-battle. Look at those leggings. Look at us. A Legion dwarf. Eh. We'll keep him sword and board. Quick. And slaughtering.
You should have fled Middle-earth with the rest of your cowardly kin, while you still had the chance.
We flee from nothing, least of all you, lackey of Sauron.
Fools! I am the right hand of Sauron. I will see your precious Rivendell burning, and your mongrel father hauled before me in chains.
You will do nothing. Your plots end here.
My work is only just beginning. Do you think you two alone can hope to stop me?
They are not alone.
Don't look for your guards. They won't be coming. Fornost means nothing. You haven't won anything here.
Oh no.
He's escaping!
We cannot hope to follow him now.
But I can.
The heroic flight of Belleroth.
Sorcery of Sauron! This is no natural storm! I can no longer see him.
It is no use. He has escaped us for now.
Yes, but you cannot be blamed. It was bold of you to go after him alone. Indeed, though perhaps it was not the wisest course.
How does he wield such power?
He summoned a storm.
Sauron is a master.
It is not Agandaur alone. We battled orcs in the ruin...
This could mean that would be a great evil, even
Now
for one
what?
such a...
If only we could have finished that snake here and now. I have a feeling he won't stay quiet for long. But what now?
For my part, I would gladly join in the hunt for Agandaur. Yet, I have my duty to consider. I must return home to inform...
Aye, your duty to your people must come first. I'm glad we met, Belleroth. I hope we will meet again one day.
As do I, Farron of Erebor. You and your comrades saved my life. That is something I will not forget. If I can ever be of service to you, I will.
Farewell wherever you fare, Belleroth. Till your Eyrie receives you at your journey's end.
My thanks! Commend me to Elrond, your father, and farewell.
As for us,
Then we three should return to the ranger camp at San Ford. Halbarad will be anxious for any...
Agreed.
Indeed.
For I, at least, am still under Halbarad's command.
should you find Halbarad has no pressing need of your services, I would urge you to make your way to Imladris. We may have need of your strength and resourcefulness before long.
We'll keep that in mind. Farewell for now.
Alrighty, so let's head to Bree and then Sandford. Like, again, I like Eridan as far as combat style. My favorite combat style, especially with two-handed weapons, but he is such a loser of a character in that he has no personality, and I just can't play the game with him. So, we will play as Farron, champion of Erebor. Perhaps this is a moot point to check the store, given that we just unlocked a new area. Oop.
Welcome.
You get a lot of dwarves passing through?
Oh yes, they come through quite often.
You're a hobbit.
This isn't the Shire.
Why, of course I am. Bree is the old...
Show me what you have. Just double checking on some things. Making sure we have all the best stuff we can get. That's a two-handed axe. I think we do. Oh, well. I mean, that is a better shield, so maybe we don't have all the best things. What can we sell? We don't need a Matham helmet. So let's just sell it. And build up. Okay. I say we pretty much just head straight to Erebor. Or not Erebor. Sandford. Get some new gear.
I have received word through the Sons of Elrond and the Wandering Companies telling of your valor at Fornost. You are to be commended for your skill and daring.
There are so few rangers left here now. It might be dangerous to remain. What if the Black Riders should return? Maybe we should retreat.
That would be the wise course if I thought they would return. But I am certain they did not come this far merely to slaughter a small band of Dunedain. No, I will remain here with the few we have left. We cannot hope to fight the enemy, but we still have eyes and ears to gather news of their movements.
We had yet to make a count of the dead the night you sent us to Aragorn, but I thought there would be more survivors than this.
Some few are away patrolling the borders of the Shire, for even now we must attend to our duty. But sadly, many of those who were wounded in the attack died within days from some evil ailment. Even those whose wounds seemed minor. Perhaps Solana could tell you more.
Have you heard anything of Aragorn? He was desperate to find a certain hobbit when we parted from him in Bree.
All I know is that Aragorn is rumored to have left Bree in the company of 4 hobbits of the Shire. I can only assume one of them is the hobbit he was seeking, and that they are now bound for Rivendell. There is worse news, however. On the night before they departed, the Prancing Pony Inn came under attack by unknown assailants.
We return to offer you what help we may. How can we best be of service?
Truthfully, I would be happy for the extra hands. But it is clear to me that you 3 have a greater destiny. You may be needed more urgently elsewhere.
Then what would you have us do?
I advise you to make your way to Rivendell. Aragorn will be eager to hear news of Agandaur, and he may have other tasks for you to perform. For now, the enemy seems to have turned away from the Shire.
These Black Riders, the Nazgul, they've come a long way from Mordor. Aragorn hinted something big drew them here. Maybe you could tell us more?
I do know why they're here, but it is not for me to pass that knowledge on to others. Perhaps Aragorn or Elrond will tell you more when you reach Rivendell.
Me? Travel to Rivendell? Hospitality of Elrond is legendary. And it's not like I have a better suggestion. Why not? But it's a long road between here and there. We best get started.
Perhaps there is something you can do for me on your way.
You have but to name it.
I sent 2 of my rangers, Kalaran and Lewin, on patrol along the Brandywine River. They should have returned long before now. I am growing concerned for them.
They are both seasoned rangers who have served many years in this region. We can be certain they have not simply lost their way. From which direction would they be returning?
They were to follow the Brandywine north as far as the Great East Road, and from there to make their way back by passing through the Barrow Downs.
The downs are just north of our position here.
Then we'll make our way north by way of the Barrow Downs.
Perhaps we will discover some trace of them as we travel.
You have my thanks. Eridan has great skill as a tracker. If Lewin and Kalaran made it as far as the Downs, he will likely pick up their trail. Farewell and safe travels to you all.
Thanks, Halberand.
You're soon to be off again, are you? Well, I have a few things among our supplies that may help you on your way. Perhaps a few extra arrows for your quiver, and a few of Solana's healing drafts may come in very handy.
It was a grim day when those Black Riders
Ah, well, I've seen many things in my day.
Yes,
even
yes.
in many forms. But I've never seen anything like we faced that day.
We must
So
get
many
revenge.
more.
Show me what you have, shopkeeper. Find more coins ×2. Well, I mean, oh, the durability on that sucks, though. Dunedain Spalders. That's some good armor right there. Dunedain gloves. Chieftain's Greatbow, Ranger only. That's if we ever play as Eridan again, which we might, I don't know. Why is the saber 63 damage, but the longsword 83? Seems like a pretty big disparity. Either way. $32, 100, 133, 142. Might as well. I like how we did all this quest and just ended up buying new gear anyway. Ooh. Those are good boots. Can we talk to him? Is there any more, like, quest available if we're, like, we must get revenge?
It was a grim day when those Black Riders...
Ah, well.
But there is something to be...
Revenge? That's all well and good. But those...
Aye, you've a good head on your shoulders.
Those men died trying to protect those who can't protect themselves. No one can ask for a better ending.
Keep well, Marathon.
Indeed. It's still not worth it, like, to switch helmets. Look at that difference. 14 armor to 32. 56 to 110. We're more than doubling our, like, armor rating. I think it's a good trade-off. I do think this sword looks cool, but we're gonna go with the sword and board still for now. 27. Oh, crossbow. Almost forgot. Now look at us. We're ready to fight. Hador.
Ah, Master Farron. It's good to see you back. I thought you'd be on your way back to the Lonely Mountain by now.
We dwarves have a saying. Faithless is he who says farewell when the road darkens. I came here to help protect the Shire, and that's what I intend to do still.
They say it is hard to change the mind.
I found these pieces. Mighty fine craftsmanship, to be sure. I think I have all the makings of a fine weapon. I just need someone to put it all together.
These are relics of my ancestors, made in a time before the lore of Numenor dimmed. If I had the use of a good smithy, maybe I could make something of worth from these, but not here in the field. If you're bound for Rivendell, you'll find skilled...
Hair. Just repair all of our gear while we are at it. Healer, there she is.
Are you hurt? You look well enough to me. If it's healing drafts you need, you can get them from Maradan. I have a dying man on my hands.
Oh, he looks terrible. What's wrong with him?
Wrong? I don't really know. His wound is minor, yet his life is slipping away.
The Black Breath? What is that?
It is some power wielded by the Black Riders, the 9 Nazgul. Their victims are stricken senseless, and without aid, they soon die. I've already lost 3 men to this curse. Elrond is the only victim who yet lives.
Is there nothing we can do?
I hardly know. Drawing an arrow, stitching a wound. These things I have done countless times. The Black Breath is something I know only from...
An old rhyme?
It was years ago. Let me think. I believe it ran something like this.
What's this Athalis the rhyme speaks?
An herb, commonly known as kingsfoil. It has little medicinal use, though some find it comforting for headaches and other small...
Seems worth a try. Have you no Athalis?
No, I have none. You'll have to forgive me for neglecting to lay up a supply. But you see, no one bothered to tell me that the 9 ring wraiths would rise up from ancient legends to trouble us here. If I had Athalis, don't you think I would have used it by now?
Athalis has to grow somewhere. Any chance I could find some before it's too late?
Perhaps you could find some at that. The plant is not native to Middle-earth. It was brought to these shores from lost Numenor and planted in the lands where our ancestors...
My road leads to the Barrow Downs. If I find Athalis growing there, I'll bring some...
Nice. To the Barrow Downs. Yes, we will use the mirror. One thing I've noticed, if you swap characters, I think your appearance, like, goes back to stock. Or at least your hair color does. Cool. Brown-haired Farin, champion of Erebor. Let us go. To the Barrow Downs.
I'm told the Barrow Downs are filled with ancient tombs. What do you know of them, Elf?
These tombs were made by the fathers of men in the depths of the earth. They were sacred to the men of Arnor, and they too buried their dead here, until their kingdom fell to the Witch King.
These hills have an evil reputation in the folklore of the Shire and Bree, but rangers travel here often without incident. Still, unease. We must stay alert.
Well, Ranger, what have you found?
Rangers camped here perhaps 2 or 3 days past. These footprints could easily be those of Dylan and Clara. The tracks lead deeper into the downs.
We should follow. Lead the way, Aradan.
New gauntlets. Well, well.
I don't like the looks of this fog one bit.
Can't break that one, apparently. Oh, I guess we can.
So this is truly our best route? Through a graveyard?
They must see something if they're both, yep, ranged. Oh, crawlers.
Oh, dead men awaken! Aruf Kafat!
Anyone else need help returning to death? Farin of Erebor is here. Oh, that's a big one.
Was that a troll?
thought I could roll in time. Come on, Idriel. Got him. Oh, hey, there's the healing we needed. Ah. Just make ourselves super strong. I keep forgetting about Warcry. Harland Ward. That looks pretty cool. It's not that good, comparatively. Let's keep going. How about that audio?
Now, without the missing Rangers.
As long as there is a chance they still live, I won't give up the search.
$35 bolts left.
The dead are upon us! Dwarf is upon you!
Farron. Hit him. Boy, the hit detection in this game is great if you're an enemy unit. Fun, fun. Now let's try and play two-handed Farron, just to see how it plays. Oh wow, he's so much quicker. We're gonna get ambushed. What was that?
Enter the sphere of light and be healed.
I kind of like two-handed sword foreign.
Here, my friends, gather to this healing light.
Wave number 3, I think. No? Okay. Many coins. Let's go back this way, because that one door... Yes. Oh. This might be the way to go. I don't want to, like, accidentally go the right way. Oh. So I think the benefit to, like, Eridan is his height and reach as a two-handed unit compared to Farin. Farin is so quick, though.
It looks like there's writing on these stones, but it's very worn. Can your elven eyes make it out, Lord Master?
Against the evil of the Witch King. The histories tell us that they used the Barrow Downs as their last refuge.
Comrades to rest. It would be fitting if we were to drive the wolves first.
Indeed. Let us loot the graves.
A dwarf is upon you!
Show this light.
Can't take much more!
You'll be fine. Just keep hacking and slashing until they're dead. I guess technically they're already dead. Oops. I think I'm gonna stick with sword and board.
This wall is weak.
Alrighty, on to the second tomb. about dwarves is that they're natural sprinters, and that they're very dangerous at short distances. The way out. Yeah, I got a little turned around there. Ah.
You cannot endure this light.
Hazard our menu!
Come on, team. Oh, there's more. Okay. Nice. Let's continue down this way. Yeah, sword and board's fun. It's just so like pop and slash flashy and yeah. Ugh. Ah, rolling away. Ah. What is going on with this hit detection? I keep trying to hit X, or I mean Y, to, Nice. Oh. Tombs have been cleared. Brutal. gain another level? No, I didn't.
What sort of spirit is that?
Dead one. Technically. Where did it go? Let's go. Will up. Stamina, stamina. The range and damage of our special attacks is good. We lived.
We can move on now.
Feel like I have to check everything still. One, we probably could use more crossbow bolts. Alrighty. One thing I am going to do super quick, though, is go check my laundry. So we will be right back with more hacking and a slashing. And we are back. Ha! Ha! Was not expecting a jump scare in, War in the North, I'll be honest. But here we are. Plunderer's Greatsword. Interesting. Inventory is full? Oh, we should have sold some stuff. Okay. Value 97. What's our least valuable item? 101, 84, 82, 78. Yep. I think that one is, we'll give that one to the ground. Actually, we'll pick it up, then we'll move it over here. You guys fight those guys. I'm gonna do some inventory management. Ah, shoot. Dropping is very inconvenient in this game. We have another two-handed sword. Darn it. 130. Damn. Well, I guess that's not that good. $87, $97, $82. We'll give this to Andriel. Not that good. Chieftain's War Sword. Ah. Guess we'll give that to Eridan. Give that to Eridan. Give that to Eridan. Give this staff to... Pretty sure it's a bad staff, but we'll give it to Andriel. Or Andriel.
A dwarf is upon you!
Take refuge here. I will shield us from their arrows and bolts.
Get him, Farin. Let me through! Oh, boy.
Here, my friends.
Ronhart, good to see you. Just hacking and slashing. Oh, I didn't think he would still be standing, I'll be honest. Yeah.
They're still coming!
That's what she said. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'll take out the archers. You'll be fine, Eridan.
Eridan needs a raid!
Up with you. We need your help.
Sorry to put you to that bother, my friend.
So what happens when you dual wield as Eridan? You just die all the time. Take note, computer players. That guy was just eviscerated.
Here, to me if you need healing.
I do, thank you. Wait for it. Or heal. Oh wow, he's still fighting up here. I figured would have won by now. Give this a little tap.
There's a poor excuse for a hidden door.
I do like as the three characters you can find different secrets. Farron can find the walls like that. Andriel, I think, can find elven runes. And Eridan can find, like, ranger caches. Someone has to be playing as them for you to find them, which I think is kind of cool. Let's go, team. I don't even think we're the halfway point of this level because we haven't found the warp back yet.
The dead are upon us!
What I get for rushing one. If only we had some sort of barrier that allowed us to not take damage from ranged weapons. got me before I got the shot on.
Warp is upon you!
Loot. Loot. And loot. Oh, wow. Oh, that's two-handed. That's why. Okay. I need to start destroying these things as I see them. I need crossbow bolts. Did I miss new headgear? I did. I like that Pillager's two-handed sword is basically the orc cleaver. One thing we want to do, let's give this to Eridan, because it's ranger only. And the other cool thing is, like, they'll keep their inventories if you give your partners stuff. And so if you ever switch characters or play as them, you'll have that in your inventory to use. Darn it. Now look at that helmet. Yes. We need that because it's part of a set. I accidentally sold that, even though I didn't mean to, because it was part of a set. Return to Sandford. See if there's any new gear. We have Athelas or Athelas. We took a wrong turn.
Let me see what you have found. Yes, this...
He's healed!
Solana? And our dwarven friend as well. How can this be? I thought you were all slain. But no. That was only the dark voices in my dreams. Yet, it was not all a dream, was it?
I'm afraid not. But don't worry about that now. You're going to be just fine, thanks to Solana.
Mine was the knowledge, but it was this brave dwarf who found the herb that saved you, at great personal risk.
Then I owe you my life, friend. Please, let me show my appreciation. My weapons were made in Lost Numenor in the distant past. They've been in my family for generations. I want you and your friends to have them now.
I can't take an heirloom.
These are family heirlooms. We can't take such gifts.
No, listen. I don't claim to have the foresight of Halbarad or Aragorn, but I can tell you three are destined for great things. Much more so than I. If this gift helps you, even a little, then I will have done my part.
Is this game canon Lord of the Rings? I don't think so. I don't think. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I thought maybe at one point it might be, but it's hard to say anymore. The Lord of the Rings video game canon is weird. All right, thanks. Do we take his heirlooms? It's not like we're actually gonna need them. We'll just get better gear, right?
You're mighty generous, but heirlooms that have been passed down from father to son for that long should go to your own son one day.
I would have no chance for children had you not saved my life. Please, I insist you take these. You can always return them to me later, when this is all over.
My thanks. It is a fine gift. You'd best rest now. Farewell to you both.
Choice of reward. What'd we get? Ooh! His hand axe, his sword, or his staff? Reduced damage +1, +8 armor. Oh, I love that. Let's take that. And it just looks cool. Very nice. Look how pointy it is. That means we can give our other good weapon to Andriel. Any new loot?
Are you in need of supplies?
There appears to be some new loot. Chieftain's Great Mace. Doesn't look as good as what we've found, though. would be good for Eridan. Sell all unessential items. Cool. Yeah, I have no idea if this is canon Lord of the Rings. It's so difficult to discern what is canon and what is not. They have canon characters in them.
Thank you for finding the means to save Eleron's life. It means a great deal to all of us here after the loss of so many others. But did you find...
Enemies bar the way.
What? And the Borrow Whites have awoken once more. It is no mere chance that they have reappeared at the same moment as the Nazgul. If the Whites have arisen, then Lewin and Kalaran may have run afoul of them as they traveled through the Downs.
Tell me about these Borrow Whites.
They are evil spirits that inhabit the remains of men buried long ago in the tombs of the Downs. It was the Witch King, he who leads the Nazgul, who first summoned these creatures to plague the North long ago. Many of those tombs belong to the ancestors of the Dunedain. A fact the Witch King knew well when he chose to defile them. I fear you are Lewin and Kalaran's only hope. Please, return to the Barrow Downs and take up the search once more.
Living or dead, we'll know their fate. Goodbye for now.
We also cleared those other tombs, and I thought that there was like a hidden... Oh! Oops. Thought there was a hidden side quest with that.
Does your gear need repair?
I need repairs. Requires 17 will to wear Otto's amulet. Talk to Mara.
Are you in need of supplies?
Good to see you again.
Ah, well. We had the sad task of laying our slain brothers to rest. But there has been no sign of the enemy since that day. Perhaps they found whatever it was they were seeking. Or perhaps they're searching for it elsewhere now.
Keep well, Maradon.
So tired. Must rest.
You must forgive the harsh words I spoke to you before. It is hard for a healer to be so helpless. You have done a great thing in saving the lad's life. That is one, at least, that the darkness will not claim.
It took both of us to save his life. Thank you, and farewell.
Okay, well, yeah, there's nothing more we can move. Nothing more we can do in this ranger camp, it seems. Back to the Barrow Downs. I think some of the event... I don't know, I've been thinking about this since you brought it up, Bronhard. I think some of the events are canon, like Agendour trying to conquer the North and folks in the North stopping him. But I think they play it pretty fast and loose with facts, shall we say. I like that these caches reset whenever you visit some place. Usually not for the better, but sometimes you get real lucky. That Eridan. Alrighty.
Oh, John! Another one of these creatures!
That's why I'm taking them down, man. God, Eridan is so stupid. Beware the obvious singular thing that can damage you other than the enemy. Thanks, good personality. As I just get I'll just let them handle that. Hey, check it out. It's the thing that can save us from all this range damage. And heal us at the same time. Did she already explode the shield? She must have. Great. Oh, I honestly thought these could stop the big rocks. Got him. And we got some nice leggings. No! Not that nice of leggings. They're part of a set, but we'll keep the Oathkeeper's leggings for our armor.
Battle here as well. And look here. Broken shards of a ranger's sword. I know this blade. It belonged to Kalar.
Let us continue. The thickness dealing the most damage. Ronhart, according to the Google, at the Lord of the Rings games aren't canon. Oof. Thank you for getting that spammer banned. The classic Lin Crit animation goes to Bronhart once again for slaughtering the spammer. Yeah. Excellent. Thank you, Bronhart. Okay, so they're not canon. Well, that's good to know. I think the whole premise for this game was like a singular line from Lord of the Rings where they're like, some heroes in the north prevented invasion or something, and then that's like, oh, let's make a game about that. But you do see a lot of like characters that get mentioned in the books, most of which aren't in the films, that kind of get...
makes my blood run chill.
This is no place for living men. Let's find my friends.
Expanded on.
Let's hope we're not too late.
also a great co-op game. I will say, like, of the Lord of the Rings co-op games, this is... Forlorn Headpiece. Same cosmetically and armor. Specifically for the game, and was designed not to conflict with the book or movie canon. The game's main story is set during the 3 Peter Jackson movies. I like how they said during the 3 Peter Jackson movies and not during the War of the Ring. But thank you for that info. That is good to know. May get so hard up as to play the Third Age on this channel. My Lord of the Rings content can't be satisfied. I think we're gonna have a battle. Legendary set. Okay. Is everyone dead? I think so.
We need to find the key.
Oh, hello. All the loot. Don't mind me just robbing these tombs. That's Sever. Legendary. You gonna come down here or just stay up there? I guess just stay up there. I don't know. Oh! They don't need that leg. Or that body. I'm calling BS on that, actually. Because, like, as soon as that sprite started to pull the arrow back, it let loose, and I'm like, I'm gonna dodge. No. The more you know. The is human. To is human. Gotcha. I thought the and I'm like, what's the Ancient Key. Cardolin's Soldier's Ward. Also another incredible piece of game design. Loot All is the A button. The same button to just, like, open the chest in the first place. So, like, looting stuff Yes. Looting stuff mid-combat is great. You just quickly grab everything. Most of the time you need everything. Like, brilliant game design. Let's level up. Passive health regeneration, cooldowns on active skills that I constantly forget I have and don't use. Ooh, I like that. Let's do that. That'll be our next upgrade. The crossbow is upgraded from a single shot to rapid firing, multiple bolt capacity. We got new gear? Ooh. You know who could use this? Eridan. Hey, bud. Ah! Me too, Sovereign. And Killaron should hopefully be up here. Our search continues. I think I also forgot to repair all of our gear when we were back in camp. So we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Everything's fine. Oh, I was about to run up and crit that guy.
Upon you!
Ah, trapped. Oh my god, have you guys not killed these demons up here yet? Why is it always up to the door? Heavy lifting. right through the guts. Many coins. Honestly, I'll just let... I'll just cut through these guys here. Guys, we gotta move. They'll just keep respawning here if we don't push the front. See, he doesn't even finish the shooting animation before he lets loose the arrow. That's some BS. I don't have to. Here, come closer, Barrow White. Yes! I am Farin, champion of Erebor. I should probably buy some bolts and some health potions, you know? Reinforced helm. Armor's not that great. Pretty basic weapons and stuff. The only thing I wish this game had that it doesn't have is, like the ability to compare items. Like, what am I currently wearing versus what am I trying to buy? I think if we return to Sandford and come back, yeah, I think we should do that to repair our weapons and stuff. Repair our gear, and then... Come on back! Ugh. Will there be spoilers if I haven't played this? For the movies or for this game specifically? For this game specifically. Yes, there will be spoilers for this game specifically if you haven't played it and are watching it. Just FYI. Are you planning on playing it stealthy? It's a pretty fun game. It's co-op. Couch co-op, good hack and slash, online co-op as well, I believe. Yeah. Premium Xbox 360 gameplay here. Back to the Barrow Downs. Find these missing rangers for Halbarad. Then we can move on to Rivendell. In the assumption we survive, of course. No. You might be thinking of Shadow of Mordor. Based on that description. See, there are new items every time you go back to town. Rusty Corruptor's Greatsword. Chance of a health orb, 7%. That's good. Tyrn Gorthad target. Sure. Why not? There's also still an active glitch in this game, which makes it pretty much impossible to ever not have enough money to do anything you ever want to do in this game. Or buy. Tyrn Gorthad's target. Oh, the chest reset too! Nice. Murderer's Scimitar. And I think items and experience, like, there are ways to do... You play through this game on normal, then hard, then very hard, and each time, like, I think the difficulty is balanced so well, but you keep your levels, your experience, your gear, and you just keep finding better stuff through each playthrough. We bought that shield, I think. I don't know. We found a better one immediately after getting that shield. And this one's also at max durability. So, here we go, sword and board, far end champion of Erebor. Let us proceed. I will say they improved the movement for Shadow of War. I think they absolutely improved character movement. But yeah, Shadow of Mordor is great. Once you play Shadow of War, it's very hard to go back to Shadow of Mordor.
I think he's alive. Come on then, Lewin. Time to awaken. Wake up!
No strength can prevail against this sickness. What good are swords in the face of this plague? What in the name of... Eridan?
Yes, it's me, my friend.
I had been dreaming.
How did you end up in this darksome hole?
I recall we were making good speed through the downs, eager to return to our friends. But a fog began to rise and it became hard to find our way. We began to hear voices calling to us, as if from far off, or else underground. And then, the dead were all around us. We fought them, but then I felt the presence of something else, something stronger, more evil. I saw a shadowy figure seize hold of Kalaran and he fell senseless. Then it came for me. That is all I remember. But if I was brought living into this tomb, then the same would be true for Kalaran. We need to find him.
That's our plan, genius.
That's what we intend to do. Are you strong enough to join us?
Yes, I think I can keep up with you.
This is no place for talk. Let's move.
I like that the Barrow Whites didn't take his weapons. Yes, that music is very well balanced with the dialogue, I would say. Mithlond Spalders. Nothing good. No, not distracting in any way. Is that the guy who we just rescued? Yeah, he was like, I'm not waiting for you to loot the tomb of my ancestors and destroy all these things. I'm just gonna run up here. Oh. Boy.
Now upon you!
Low on health. Hey, look who it is, just in time. And there goes the health shield we needed. Oh, what happened? Shield glitch. Lovely. Is everyone okay? You run up ahead. We'll stay down here and loot all of these things first. Like this chest. ThiccBot 1.0 swinging by. I love it when ThiccBot 1.0 swings by. So friendly, so nice. Maybe I should heal. Okay. Proceed.
It's Kalaran!
Oh my god, it's Pinhead from Hellraiser.
What's happened to him? He's a friend! I cannot!
Well, let's... What do we have to kill all the Pharaoh Whites for the other ones? Pharaoh White Lord, I'm guessing we have to hide... Oh, no, okay. Oh, boy. Block! Yep. I'm like, I knew something like that's gonna be coming. I remember that much. Like, there's an AoE attack. Make sure to do the mid-combat loot. I do also love that, like, every enemy you kill with this crit attack stuff without taking a hit just makes you so much stronger. And you get a ton of extra experience. Here we go, time to strike down your friend. Technically our friend, too. We were with the Rangers at Sandford.
Let us stand and fight together!
Get behind something. Or just stay there and get pummeled, Eridan. Game volume a little loud. I've turned it down. Please let me know if that helps. Loot? Alrighty, if it gets too loud again, please let me know. Well, look at all that loot.
I'm sorry about what happened to your comrade, Numen. Are you going to be all right?
First Black Riders, now Barrow-wites. This is more than men should have to contend with. But where there is life, there is hope. Thanks for your concern, but I will be all right. I owe it to those who have fallen to go on as best I may.
We've gathered some rich treasures from this tomb. You certainly deserve a share.
Thanks, but it would only serve to remind me of all of this. You keep what you have won.
You've been through a lot. Maybe you should come with us to Rivendell. Or we can take you to Bree. It's not far away.
No, I feel my strength returning. I'll soon be myself again. And then I will bear Kalaran's body away from these tainted tombs. He should be buried with the rest of his brothers who fell at Sarn Ford.
That's a noble mission. I hope he can rest in peace now. Farewell.
Prince's Ring. Oh, and we got a level up. Slowly want to get our will up. Then I think next time we'll... Helmet. No better armor yet. Misty Mountain Sword. Requires 17 will. Damn. Well, come on, friends. Let us proceed. And we've made it to Rivendell.
Ah, Master Elrond. Allow me to present to you Farin of Erebor, a very valiant dwarf.
Indeed. It is an honor to welcome one so brave to my home, and your companions as well.
I am grateful for what you did at Fornost. If Agandar's forces had joined in the hunt, there is little chance that I and my charges would have made it here to safety.
Dwarves are welcome here?
I'll admit I'm surprised a dwarf can find so warm a welcome in the hall of an elf lord.
Conflicts there have been between our folk in the past, but you are one of the trusty folk of Durin's line. More often than not, your people and mine have been allies and friends.
What happened after Bree?
Happy to have been of service. Can you tell me what happened?
Just not demented ones.
I found the hobbit Frodo Baggins and his companions and led them through the wilderness, hoping to throw the Nazgul off our trail. All the same, 5 of them attacked our camp at Weathertop, and Frodo was badly wounded. After that, the enemy pursued us almost to the hidden pathways of Rivendell itself. We never would have saved Frodo, except that we had the help of Elrond and his people.
I still can't make out why the enemy would send his most terrible servants all the way from Mordor just to hunt for a hobbit.
I think it is time we told our newfound friends what they have gotten themselves into.
Who are you?
And who are you?
Do you not know me? I am called by many names in many lands. Mithrandir among the elves, Tarkun to the dwarves, Olorin I was in my youth in the west. in the south in Canos. But here in the north, I'm most often known as Gandalf.
Ah, of course. I should have known you would be involved in this.
Indeed. Wherever there is trouble and strife, and the enemy is stirring, there you will find Gandalf the Grey.
Are you going to explain all that has happened, Gandalf? I'm eager to learn why the enemy sent the Nazgul into the Shire.
You have more than earned such an explanation. Tell me, what do you know of Isildur's Bane?
What is... I'm just a dwarf from Erebor.
I know nothing of this. What is Isildur's Bane?
Isildur's Bane is the Ring of Power, forged by the Dark Lord
Gandalf.
Sauron long ago.
Into this ring, Sauron bound the greater part of his power, but it has been lost for many hundreds of years.
Why did Sauron make the ring?
It was part of a grand deception. Sauron taught the elves the art of making rings of power, but secretly he planned to make one master ring through which he could control all the lesser rings and those who wore them.
Learning at the hands of the Dark Lord sounds pretty foolish to me. Why would your folk ever do such a thing?
At that time, Sauron was still able to assume what form he wished. He came to the elves in a fair guise and played on their greatest desire, to preserve and protect what they loved in Middle-earth.
Eager for knowledge, they learned from him and made many rings. The greatest of these were Narya, Nenya, and Vilya, the 3 rings of the elves. When Sauron forged the one ring, the elves were instantly aware of his betrayal.
The Dark Lord made war on the elves and seized the lesser rings. These he gave freely to dwarves and men. Those same men who became the Nazgul. To Sauron's dismay, the dwarves proved less easy to dominate. By force, he took back 3 of these dwarven rings. The rest were consumed by dragons and destroyed.
The elves were very hard-pressed, and Sauron's dominion spread over the greater part of Middle-earth.
But Sauron was defeated nonetheless.
An alliance was formed between elves and men, and together they drove back the armies of Sauron.
In the end, Gil-galad and Elendil threw down Sauron at the cost of their own lives.
What happened to the ring after Sauron's defeat?
It was claimed by Isildur, Elendil's heir. It was he who cut the ring from the Dark Lord's hand with a hilt shard of his father's sword Narsil, broken in the battle.
I counseled
Let's
him
not
in
forget
vain
about
to
Wish
cast the ring into
Aragorn.
the fires of Mount Doom, near at hand, but he would not heed me.
Oh.
And that decision sealed his fate?
Yes, the ring betrayed him to his death and was lost, passing out of all knowledge for many long years.
But it still exists.
And I would wager it has turned up again.
Quite right. After lying lost and nearly forgotten for centuries, Sauron's ring has once again been found.
Do you mean to say the halfling Aragorn rescued has come into possession of the Dark Lord's ring?
Aye, that would explain those accursed Black Riders. But what is to become of the ring now?
There is no safe resting place for the ring, not even here in Imladris. It is a danger to all who come near to it. There is only one course left to us. The ring must be destroyed.
To do so, the ring will need to be cast into the same fires from which it was forged. Those of Mount Doom, in the land of Mordor. The hobbit, Frodo Baggins, has agreed to take it there.
Surely you don't intend to send him there alone?
No, certainly not. A fellowship will be formed. A fellowship of 9. 9 walkers set against Sauron's 9 Black Riders. Among this fellowship will be representatives of all the free peoples of the world. Elves, dwarves, and men. Aragorn and I will both be going.
We want to go too.
We've proven we can handle a fight. Let us join this fellowship of yours.
The hope of the Company of the Ring lies in speed and secrecy, not in strength of arms. Their number must be few. Even were we to send 1,000 such warriors on this journey, it would do little more than arouse the wrath of the Dark Lord.
We are at your command. What is it you would have us do?
The Nazgul and Agandaur are dire threats. We must learn all we can of their movements before the Fellowship is to depart. Scouts will be sent out in every direction to scour the lands around Rivendell. Your aid in this would be of great service to our cause.
Very well. Where should we start?
Agandaur is our chief concern. Although the Nazgul are powerful foes, their mission here in the north is abundantly clear. We can only guess what Agandaur may be planning, or where he went after he escaped from you.
I suspect he may be planning to move against us here. Sauron's hatred of the elves is very great, and he does not forget the hand we played in his defeat during the War of the Last Alliance.
If it is strength he wants, he may well find it among the Ettenmoors.
You know that region better than I. What can you tell me of the Ettenmoors?
The Ettenmoors are a spur of the Misty Mountains, lying almost directly north of Rivendell. It is a wild region of very rugged terrain, home to many trolls and giants.
I myself was in the Ettenmoors but days ago. I saw no sign of Agandaur's presence, but neither did I encounter trolls. That fact alone is troubling. It could be that they are gathering in force, somewhere among the moors.
If that's so, we don't want them taking us by surprise. We'll make our way to the Ettenmoors and see what we can find out.
From what I have heard of you, from Aragorn and Elrond's sons, I expected no less. Still, you have had a long road and hard fighting to get this far. Take what time you need to rest and recover before you set out. The Ettenmoors are a dangerous place for the unprepared.
The hospitality of my house is yours for as long as you wish.
Hey! Alrighty. We have made it to Rivendell. Look at us. A dwarf in Rivendell. Let's talk to Gandalf. Then Gandalf the Grey.
Thorin, it is good of you to seek me out. You're a stout dwarf, like all of Durin's folk, and your courageous deeds have shown your worth.
Why attack the north?
What's Agandaur after? There are no mighty kingdoms to be found on this side of the Misty Mountains. What's Sauron afraid of here?
Sauron seeks dominion over all of Middle-earth. His desire is to order all things as he sees fit. Even were these lands empty from here to the sea, still he would seek to control them. There is power in Rivendell that could stand against him when all others fall. For a time. And this is something Sauron cannot allow.
I came all the way from the Lonely Mountain to help guard the Shire. Should I abandon what I set out to do?
You fulfilled your oath and protected the Shire when you were needed there, my good dwarf. Now you're needed more urgently elsewhere. With the flight of the ring in this direction, the enemy is looking this way and has forgotten the Shire for now. For now. But eventually his eye will turn once again toward the Shire, as humble as it is. Hobbits as miserable slaves would please him far more than hobbits happy and free. And there is such a thing as malice and revenge. Sauron will leave the final devastation of the Shire to his servant Agandaur. And that is yet another reason why you must find him and put an end to his designs. In opposing Agandaur, you are defending the Shire.
What about the eagles?
We had one of the great eagles lend us a hand. Claw at Fornost. Right handy he was too. I was thinking he might help us get rid of the ring.
I don't fault you for thinking along those lines. Why not beg a ride from an eagle, fly far out to the west, and drop the ring into the deepest part of the sea? Such ideas were debated at Elrond's council. But there are many things in the deep waters, and seas and lands may change. We cannot think of our time alone. We must destroy this thing forever.
Ah. Then fly to Mount Doom.
A hobbit wouldn't be a burden to an eagle. Send him straight to Mount Doom and problem solved.
Indeed. So simple as that. You think so mighty a creature as one of the great eagles could simply waft into Mordor and escape the eye that never sleeps? No, not all the eagles of the Misty Mountains could stand against Sauron and the full power of his ringwraiths. It would be folly. Nor, for that matter, do the great eagles take orders from us.
Agendour?
This orc lover, Agendour. Do you know anything about him?
Well, I know nothing of Agendour himself. I have seen his kind at other times in distant lands. He is likely a black Númenorian, and a master of dark sorceries.
He is truly dangerous.
Well, that doesn't sound good. Just what we need, a sorcerer with a 5,000-year-old grudge against all free folk.
Who can say what promises Sauron has made to him? Perhaps even a ring of his own. At the very least, Agendour expects to rule all of the North. He would be a cruel tyrant. The elves he will seek to utterly destroy. Hobbits, men, dwarves, any that survive, will be enslaved. And he will raise an iron kingdom in the North, in mockery of the ancient glory of Arnor. This is his dark dream. It must never come to pass.
The Ettenmoors.
When we first spoke, you said you recently passed through the Ettenmoors. Can you tell me anything more of them?
It is a rough and empty land, home to many trolls. I passed through with great haste, for I needed to reach Rivendell as quickly as I could.
You saw no trolls?
You said there was no sign of trolls.
I saw neither trolls nor fresh signs of them, and that disturbs me more than encountering one. I doubt they've all packed up and left. Mindless brute creatures they may be, yet they can be used and driven to even greater wickedness by a strong enough hand. Agendour could well be forming them into an army.
Do you think he's mustering the trolls for an attack?
That is my fear. I would gladly be proven wrong, but my heart misgives me that somewhere in the Ettenmoors you will find them gathering and being prepared for war. We must know. Such a force could be sent against Rivendell, perhaps in hopes of capturing the ring.
We'll find out, Gandalf.
I'll get my friends and we'll head for the moors. If there's something to find, we'll find it.
Thanks, Gandalf. Okay, I know we should probably talk to Elrond, but... Hey, it's his sons. Where are we? Where's the smith? I want better gear. Hey, it's... Elara. Hey, it's Gloin! I think that's Frodo over there. There's Bilbo, but where's the smith? We need a sharp sword. Not that way. Legolas. This looks to be a smithy.
Even in strange surroundings, you can trust a dwarf to find his way to a forge.
Racist.
You are welcome in my smithy, Farin of Erebor.
Seems like you're preparing for something. Can you tell me what you have planned?
My fellow smiths and I are preparing for a great work. Soon we will be called upon to reforge the legendary sword Narsil. In the meantime, I've been sharpening my skills by practicing the art of imbuing gemstones.
What do you mean by imbuing?
Simply that certain objects have inherent virtues, and a skilled artisan can, through his craft, increase those virtues and bind them to an object for advantage. Gemstones are very strong vessels for this process. Sadly, appropriate gemstones have become difficult to find. The growing trouble throughout the land keeps travelers away, and our own people are staying closer to home.
How can I help?
Maybe I can lend a hand.
I would be pleased to have your help. But to be of use, the gemstones must be of the highest quality. Fortunately, we have as a guest a dwarf of the Lonely Mountain. Glowin is his name, and he is skilled in the appraisal of gems of all sorts.
I need repairs. I thought we could also buy from this guy.
How can I assist you?
I found these relics.
I found a few things on my travels that you might be interested in. Take a look.
Ah, these are work of Westernese, the lost land of Numenor. The men who forged these items were skilled indeed. You have the makings of a unique weapon here. Although these components were never part of a single work, I believe you have assembled everything I would need to make it so. The finished weapon would undoubtedly carry some elven qualities.
What do you mean by that?
Only that with a work such as this, the finished product is liable to reflect the nature of the smith who assembles it. If, for example, a dwarven smith were to complete this weapon, it might possess quite different qualities from the weapon I would create.
Maybe I'll wait.
It seems fitting that a dwarven smith should do this work for me.
As you wish. I will help you should you change your mind.
Farewell.
I should be going.
I wonder... Do we have anything? Can this sword be... No, it can't. Darn it. We don't have anything that can be imbued with gemstones, do we? Well... Suppose we can talk to the merchant here in Gloin.
Welcome, dwarf of the Lonely Mountain. Welcome to Imladris. Are you in need of anything to help you in your travels? I have many things in my keeping.
Who are you?
My thanks for the welcome, lady. Might I ask your name?
No, indeed. I am Alare, one of Master Elrond's stewards. I help to manage the needs of his household, including arms and arms.
You welcome dwarves?
I'm surprised to find elves who are so hospitable to a dwarf. Pleased, mind you, but surprised nonetheless.
In other places there may be distrust between elf and dwarf, but all who bear no ill will toward the elves are welcome here. You have already done a great deal to aid our common cause, so I am happy to call you an ally and a friend.
Very happy to be your friend.
Oh, it's an honor to be called friend by such a gracious and beautiful lady.
Oh, I was unaware that dwarves had such flattering tongues. Perhaps you should look at the stores I have on hand. Maybe you will find something else to catch your eye.
I don't think she's interested, frankly. Champion only requires 20 stamina, which we do not have yet. Nogrod Helm. Part of the Warlord's set. We'll take that one, though. $20 stamina, damn. We're gonna have to start. Yeah, at least he's welcome. We're gonna have to start getting our stamina and everything else up. This is rough. Lore Master only. They have 2 copies of the same thing. Smith gloves might as well. +3 strength. We'll gladly take this crossbow. Rivendell Saber. See, immediately, the weapon, that guy's heirloom weapon, it's been outclassed. 92, 116. But our shield is, well, no, they're just a basic Rivendell shield will outclass the shield we found. We have better boots. Respect token. I like that. I like that a lot. I think we should equip and then sell some things. Nice. Oh! Very nice. Eight armor. 75 to 114. And reduced damage +1. I still think maybe we should hold on to this sword. Now we're looking fit. I mean, it has a higher, like, base damage, but its high-end, like, crit damage is not that much more, and the trade-off of 25 health versus, like, armor and negative damage, like, I'll just keep the weapon I have. Plus, I think the weapon I have looks cooler, and that's the main reason. But with that said, now that we've got all these stat boosters, okay. Another fun glitch, I don't know if it's necessarily a glitch, but if you're, with what you're wearing, if your stats are, like, pumped up to a stat limit, you can actually wear things that you otherwise would not be able to wear. So if your helmet gave you +5 stamina, and that set you over the limit for 20 stamina, you'd be able to wear this hauberk. Another fun glitch with this game, which I've talked about before, is the ability to hold right trigger as if you are moving it through your inventory. Right? Let's find something... Let's find something valuable so I can... 279. That might be our best. I think 279. Oh, 277. Very close. I think the best glitch in this game is by far 279. You just hold the right trigger as if you're trying to sell something, and you keep tapping A to sell it. And then you watch your money in the top corner there just skyrocket. Yep. And whenever you're done with it, you just let go of R. Defender set. I kind of want to keep that. Oh, no, I accidentally sold it. Oh, well. Well, it's gone. There's no point in keeping sets anymore, I suppose. Ranger only. We'll give that to Eridan. Sell our unessentials. Wait a minute, what happened to our flawless amethyst? Oh, uncut amethyst. Well, whatever. I thought we had a flawless... I guess we could respec, but I don't really want to do that. I kind of like what we have. Let's talk to Gloin.
Farin, my lad, by my beard, it's good to see you again. When you left Erebor to stand guard on the Shire, Gimli and I feared we might be seeing the last of you. Now I hear you stood with the Rangers in the battle against the Nazgul at Sarn Ford, and bested an Orc chieftain at Fornost. Good work.
I can't take all the credit. I had Andriel, an elf of Rivendell, and the ranger, Eradan, at my back.
Reminds me of the old days when dwarves, elves, and men fought together in the Battle of the Five Armies.
The old days.
Then I've your blessing being allied with an elf?
I will speak plainly. I may be less than fond of King Thranduil's wood elves for keeping me in their dungeons, but I've no grudge with any of Elrond's folk.
So I've heard you say many times, but the elves fought beside us when it mattered most.
You're right, of course. I can be a stiff-necked old dwarf, but it's time to set aside grievances that were long ago repaid. When dwarves, men, and elves fought together at Erebor, we overcame legions of foes. But we face a far more terrible enemy in the Dark Lord. Standing together against Agendar may be more than just a good idea. It may be our only hope to save the North.
Don't forget the Eagles.
Let's not leave out the Eagles. They've been a big help to us.
Well spoken. Thorin's quest and the Battle of Five Armies would have met disaster without the help of the Eagles. You're fortunate to have gained the friendship of such noble creatures. Your life may well depend upon your choice of friends, whatever kindred they be.
And besides, it wouldn't hurt to keep Sauron a little distracted. If we keep him second-guessing his plans for the conquest of the North, it could only help Frodo in the long run.
That's my thoughts upon the matter, too. Be the stinging fly in the ointment, as it were. Only this fly's sting will be deadly. And it's time to be about your business. Goodbye, and good luck to you.
Okay, well, we actually need to ask you about gemstones.
Hello again. Don't mind me. Speaking with you got me dreaming of the old days. Dwarves, elves, and men fighting against orcs.
What brought you here?
It does my heart good to see you, kinsman. But something dire must have happened to bring you all the way here.
All is well enough at the mountain, don't fear. The enemy's servant makes threats, but we will stand fast. Gimli is hereabouts, and he can give you the details. We came at the bidding of King Dane. With the enemy seeking news of Bilbo, Dane thought we should come to Elrond for counsel. I never imagined what I'd learn when we got here, but it may be wise to say no more.
Gandalf has told us of Frodo's burden. It's no wonder Sauron's messenger came to us looking for news of hobbits.
Alas, that we should live in such times. Well, Frodo knows what he must do. If I were younger, I'd go with him. But we must each serve where we are most needed, even as you must, with such friends as you trust.
I'd best be up.
I keep talking with him about dwarf stuff and not about the gems that I need.
Hello
like,
again. Don't mind me.
Oh, I guess, well.
I'd best be off.
Well, we'll get back to it. Either way, I think this is where we will end today. Thank you so much for joining me. We have made it to Rivendell. We've bought some new gear. We're specced out. Look at us. Dwarf warrior and champion of Erebor. ready to fight and destroy everything. So, with that, we will end today's episode. Thank you all for joining me. If you liked what you saw, feel free to follow and turn on Twitch notifications. And if not, I just appreciate you making the time to swing by. Thank you, the Brawnheart. Thank you, Brawnheart. Thank you, Stealthy Devil. FYI, Stealthy, I am using the controller that you spilled Yoo-hoo all over. It's not really that sticky anymore. Like, it works. It's just sometimes you gotta click it a few times to break up the... Anyway, it still works. That's the important thing, right? But here it is. We are rocking it on the 360. Thank you all. And be sure to stay tuned to Brawnheart's stream coming up here. I believe it's 6 p.m., which I'm sure will be a super fun time. And other than that, I'll catch you Thursday with more War in the North. We're just going to be specking out our gear, getting more dwarf lore from Gloin Gimli, talking with some elves, and hacking and slashing our way through filthy, filthy orcs. So yeah. Still going strong. Of course it is. Of course it is. This is a quality piece of equipment. This came stock with my $199 Xbox 360 arcade model. First gen. Of course it's still going strong. And is a lot more comfortable than, like, I remember controllers being at this time. I don't know. I really like the Xbox 360 controller, even compared to a modern Xbox One/Series X controller. Something about this controller is just nice. But I think it's the grip of, like, the battery pack being out, and I don't know. Anyway, it works. Have a good day, everybody. See you soon.